Hi everyone, it's great to see you. I'm Lorna and we're reading Flat Stanley, the Great Egyptian Grave Robbery, written by S. Pennypacker and created by Jeff Brown. This is Chapter 7, Sneaky Plans. The next morning, Stanley awoke to more hand clapping. Sir Hawara was gathering his crew outside the camel's pen. Stanley lay between his blankets thinking he had just about enough of all that hand clapping. He wondered why someone hadn't told Sir Hawara how rude it was. As Stanley lay there thinking, he wasn't paying attention. He didn't notice that one of Sir Hawara's henchmen had come into the pen. The man grabbed the stack of blankets Stanley was lying in and started piling them on the camels. And before Stanley could scramble out, the guard threw a saddle over the blankets and helped Sir Hawara onto it. And so, just as the sun was rising, Sir Hawara and a large group of his men took off for the Pyramid of Khufufu, with Stanley along for the ride. If I hadn't been flattened already, Stanley thought, this would do the trick. As they rode along, Sir Hawara continued to discuss his sneaky plan with his men. With each thing he overheard, Stanley felt worse. We'll take everything, not just the scrolls. We'll pick that tomb clean as a lamb chop bone. Speaking of lamb chop bones, what about the flat boy? Stanley heard someone ask. He knows about the scrolls. What if he tells? Don't worry about him, Sir Hawara answered. Once he's unlocked the tomb, we won't need him anymore. We'll just seal him up in there. He can rot in that tomb for eternity with the mummies, and no one will ever know. Locked inside a tomb with mummies to rot for eternity? How he would miss his family, how he would miss his friends at school, even the mean ones like Emma Weeks. Stanley hoped that Amice's father had got his note. The caravan stopped at the base of the pyramid and everyone hurried off. Stanley worked his way out from under the blanket and followed them around to the back of the pyramid. Oh, there you are, Sir Hawara said, handing him a torch. Now, just like last time, open the door from inside for us. Got it? Stanley nodded, took the torch and squeezed himself into the narrow slot. He worked his way along the passageway as quickly as he could and re-entered the tomb. Inside, he stopped at the base of the pharaoh's coffin. Try not to worry, he said out loud. If my plan goes well, the scrolls won't be gone for long. Stanley felt a little silly talking to a statue, but in the gloom it almost looked as if the statue were smiling back at him. Stanley pressed the button again, unlocking the tomb. And there, waiting in the main passageway, were Sir Hawara and his men, laden with carts and boxes. Stanley put on his biggest smile as the crew ran in. Just remember, follow the hieroglyphs to get out. Join me for Chapter 8.